All right, let's start out with the IS-7 here. Hello everyone. Nice to see quite a few of you guys here tonight. All right, Erlingberg. Very nice. Which, like usual, you know, if there's any specific tanks you guys like to see, I'm just still kind of doing the same thing like I've done the previous few streams. Grinding a few tanks, mainly the Swedish, German tanks, OHO. Other than that, you know, I can pretty much mesh in pretty much any other tank. Right now, I'm just working on getting equipment for the M4 A1 Rev, and also buying the SP1C still. Don't have a ton of credits. I am still broke on my account. Don't know where exactly I want to head yet, honestly. I might regret going this way, but there's a lot of people. I'll make a push. Hello, Fang. Hey, you're supposed to be asleep? Well, thanks for tuning in. I have a little bit of caffeinated assistance here for me. I'm a little bit tired today, just kind of running back and forth, dog sitting and doing a bunch of other random little things. Hello, Lowy Boss. Nice to see you. I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble and push up here. Since I have a lot of people behind me, yeah, you can say that the east is toast, but you can still spot there, and there might only be like 2 or 3 tanks, honestly. Nope, did not scare me. Nice try, though. I'm hoping with the amount of people behind me that anybody trying to push up here, as far as on that ridge, will take a lot of damage. Only because where I'm at, you know, for them to poke over here, they'll definitely be spotted shooting at me. I'm just going to try to pull this guy back a little bit. Nice little track there. He's got 4 HP though. I'll load up a HE shell here. That way I don't have a high probability. Ah, shit. And of course he's moving up here. Awesome. I wish I didn't load a HE shell now, because I thought I was gonna, you know, get a pretty nice easy hit on him. So hopefully somebody up there does that. Shit. Safe way to turn a corner. Basically take it wide. So if I was going around this corner, I'd head this way and turn in sharp towards the left there, instead of, you know, staying close to the wall in the corner, because that makes it shit, they just shot each other. Makes it impossible for you to, you know, round a corner without exposing your side. Yep, gotta love that freaking PZ4TD right there. He's gonna hit me again. It's just, he's got 2 bushes in front of him, so it makes it very, very difficult. There we go, for me to actually see him. Now it'd be very nice if these guys start pushing up a little bit. I'm just gonna keep him to a point where I hope he can't hit my lower plate. I'm assuming that would be good enough. It's like there's a Tiger 2 on my left, but I'm, you know, banking on him being the only one over there. Not that he's even shooting at me, just because the damage potential on a Tiger 2 is a lot less than a PZ4TD, of course. Could be that M4A1 over there, but I'm gonna temporarily forget that he's over that way. See if I can get... Nope, shot on the M103. Considering I'd have under half my HP though, I'm gonna try to play this one a little bit safe. Like, our team has a pretty good grip of our side of the map. They're outnumbered right now, So as long as we don't break apart from our groups here, like essentially we have a southern group, northern group. I'm gonna kind of slot into the center. We'll be fine here. It's just whenever there's already just basically sticking a little bunch. I actually hit him there. Sticking a little bunch, and it's very hard to beat a tactic against, working as a group when there's no SPGs. With SPGs, there is a possibility of the enemy just spotting you and moving back and letting SPGs chip away at you. But at IS-7, like sometimes I will, depending on the tank, like I won't exactly angle correctly. Like a lot of people tell you that you have to angle directly, pointing a tank, angling is wrong. But sometimes, a tank's going to be able to chew you apart. So angling to increase your lower plate's effectiveness is sometimes your only choice. Alright, we're doing pretty well here, so I'll take a little bit of a risk and push across here, see if I can get a little bit of spotting done. There's still a Conqueror. There's this Ferdinand. Luckily he just shot though. He's not going to shoot at me. Lame. I was about to say, angling like that, I covered my closest part of my frontal hull where he couldn't hit it, and I was angling, the rest of my tank sticking out there. So him being able to penetrate me there would have been very low. Shit, the 907 shot me. Awesome. About to say, I'll cap. Like, they were unfortunately a little bit late there. Like, I don't care about getting the rest of the damage here. I'd rather just get a quick win. Which, hello guys. Sorry, I was took my eyes off the chat for a few seconds. I'll catch up here. Pretty nice match though. First match of the night though. Alright, let me just catch up on the request so I can get another tank lined up. E100 looks like it was the first one. Hello GG, nice to see you. Darian, nice to see you. Dana, Raging Phoenix too. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. And Rich as well. So I'll start with the E100 here. My opinion, who's better? Lowy Boss between those two? I really don't have an opinion. Basically coming down to who you watch for streaming or videos. I say watch as many people as you enjoy. Like, I don't particularly like watching certain people, especially the more popular ones, but they do essentially put out, as long as you're not putting out misinformation, which sometimes people do, it all comes down to your personal taste, who you like. Well, I remember it was your birthday, Phoenix. Happy belated birthday. Did you ever get a kill? Yes. I've seen it done. Essentially your crew getting knocked out before you lose all your HP. Haven't seen it done recently, though. Typically, it was very, it happened a lot after one patch. It was, towards when I started World of Tanks, so like 3.5, 4 years ago. More or less, they put out a patch that increased HE crew damage and module damage, and virtually every single HE shot, regardless of like the caliber that hit you, knocked out a crew member. So SPGs oftentimes will just kill your crew in one shot, and yeah, you're screwed. Okay, he doesn't have the best pen, so I'll try to take off half his HP there. But yeah, if there's requests, I'll gladly take requests tonight. Just, pop them in the chat for me. If I own the tank, I'll play it for you. I'll do my best to try to keep up with the chat too, since it's moving pretty quickly. Hello, Mr. Dingo. Nice to see you. I got my wrong thing up there. Which, thanks for the subscription, Darian. Yeah, my second monitor, I have all my little screens messed up that I typically have all nice and in a row. Whew! He got lucky there. Holy shit. I really wish I had popped him. Alright, looking at the enemy team, I don't think that there's going to be anything on my left here. This might... Yep. Luckily, that was a little bit less damage than it could have been. Still didn't want to take it, but there shouldn't be anybody on my left as of right now. A lot of their other tanks are out in the field. There's potentially a mouse, but that's what I wanted to do. Just gonna try to over angle here a little bit. This little guy, I don't want him getting past me, so pop. It's just T-34, save me. I'm gonna assume, yep, here we go, T-34's got him. Size 3, I don't want a heat round honestly for him, but I will try to make it work here. I know I can get hit from the left, but yep, I already took the hit, so might as well pop out there and continue my push. I do my best, Darian, to keep up, you know, with the chat, answer any questions. Sorry, Mr. Mouse. Alright, E100's in the center. About to say, they should kill him. I shouldn't need to go back for that. What's this 50B doing? Alright. I'll go here just so we cover our bases here. Like, if it was a 50B against a 140 alone, he might have a chance of getting killed. With the size 7, definitely on our side, but we're not going to lose this match now. Yeah, I'll get the request down right after this battle. But it looks like I got all those tanks, guys. I don't need heat for a lot of these shots, but yep, I'm just gonna stick with it. This is exactly why I don't want heat there. If I'd shot that prototype, it would have been a really large credit round for that little HP and armor, since it was the side of his hull. I'm probably just going to take another, maybe not, let's say, probably take another damaging shot there, but I don't think I'm going to get another hit off here. It's just not worth it. If I had HE loaded, I would have popped his track there, did like 200 damage, but didn't have it loaded there. Very diplomatic, yes. I'm in a good mood, so I'm trying not to not to be negative. All right, mastery badge, 3rd class, not too shabby, 4K damage almost. I'll take that in E100. So it looks like, all right. As far as requests go, let's get started here. We have the T57 heavy, 113. 1390 KV1S. I think I have that crewed up now. The mouse, KV2, and yeah, some Swedish tanks. Hello, hipster. Nice to see you. See you, Darian. Thanks for watching. Good luck to you. But yeah, a Raging Phoenix, like Fang said, essentially your tank still stays there, but your crew's knocked out, so technically you're knocked out of the battle. Doesn't happen often anymore, but like I said, there was a time where it was only like a 2-week period, because they put out a micro patch very soon to fix it. Yeah, I can add the WZ111 1.4 on there too. Yeah, I'm just going to be meshing in a couple of tanks I'm grinding too within the requests here. Which a lot of people are worried about the 1390. It's, as of what they're testing, it's going down to a 4-round autoloader, which I kind of see why they're doing it, because they're still trying to keep the medium, bat chat line as higher alpha output, and basically the light tank is going to be more consistent damage, less of a burst. I think it's a good move. Yes, it's going to change the tank, but it's going to be at tier 9. I think it'll be good if they balance it right. Okay, in this tank, just because it doesn't have a lot of armor, I'm not going to go over to the usual 1 to 2 line. I'm going to stick over to the town. Looks like my number 1 fan has found me. Yeah, that would be that would actually be pretty annoying if it was a huge amount of kills in World of Tanks if your crew got knocked out before your HP. See, I like that World of Tanks is more arcade than realistic. It makes for a more enjoyable game. I do not own the 59 patent. That's why there's no review there for it. If I ever get it one day, or if I go through all the tanks I own, which is a lot of them. Like I put up the KV2 tank guide today, and also released a video for it. That's when I can get to it. But unfortunately, everything you see on that website and all these videos, I'm just one person with one account. Yeah, I can add I don't have the SCO to tier 10, which I have a lot of requests here, so I appreciate the requests. Like I can add the ONI on the IS6, IS3. Just if you have some tanks that you want me to play, feel free to mention them. But a couple have like six or 7 tanks right now. I'll definitely be able to get to them all though. It's just if you request something, adding another request a few minutes later, sometimes it's gonna take me a while to get to it. This Emil 2 is gonna be a problem. No, I missed him. I can see a lot of tanks over in the 1 to 2 line. That miss is gonna come back to haunt me. Luckily, he's running away and he's dead. He could have just stayed there and shoot me, and shot me. I don't know how long. He'd get like 2 or 3 shots off though, easy. There's this Emil 2. I'm not liking taking a lot of damage from him if he's still over here. I'm gonna venture to say though, yep, he is still back there. It's just we are getting stomped over on that other side. I was afraid that was gonna happen, but honestly, me going over there wasn't gonna change that. Let me see if I can get a hit on him before I reload. It's a bounce. Alright, I'm gonna load up heat just because we did get it a little bit closer back. I'm gonna try to swing over here to the center. I have to be wary about these guys here. However, if they're gonna start pushing across here, it's not beneficial for me to start pushing on their base. Hello Orlando, nice to see you. With the amount of requests tonight, if I get to the ELC, I could do 1 match in it, Orlando, if you want to do one quick. Outside of that though, just message me when you're on if you would like to do that. But I can do 1 battle. Alright. Ooh, the IS-7's pushing. That's not good for heat shells on the side of a... why did I load heat? Why did I take that shot too? I should know better. I know where the dip is. They got him now. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like... It's randomly pinging across where the enemy, and like nobody knows exactly what that guy was pinging for. Was he pinging us? Was he pinging the enemy? We'll never know. Ooh, Lord. Ooh. Shit, I hit him too low there. I'm more concerned about the guys on my left here. But yeah, they're starting to counter where they just saw me, so I'm just going to pop over to this side a little bit. Never stay in the same spot, especially with you being surrounded by the enemy on essentially 3 sides here, but more or less like 2. But we're definitely making a few mistakes here as a team. More or less, you know, we need to let them make the push and make the mistake. Hello, Michael. Nice to see you. Yeah, I can add those tanks onto the list. Pretty much, yeah, Uber's got it down there. Typically, you know, Sundays I solo, but you know, I can do 1 match though. Usually, it is based off of more or less sometimes my mood, but also depending on the amount of requests. Oh God. Oh, he chucked a Hesh round at me. Yeah, we need something going here. More or less, oh, they just killed the TVP. You know, we need a couple tanks that have full HP, like the 140, but the E5. Shit. Yeah, they're moving here. Ooh, T22 medium. Awesome. That, honestly, my shot was pretty pitiful, but I am very glad they got that other shot on him. Oh, almost. I gotta go back to AP. I only have 1 heat shot left. Honestly, I didn't even realize I was still on heat, if I can be honest. I do that so often, and heat is not a shell you want to have loaded up if you don't know that you have loaded it up, because, you know, shooting the size of tanks is very suspect sometimes with the heat round. Oop, here's the RU-251. I really hope there's not any more tanks over here. Whew, ammo rack. Holy shit. I'm getting a little bit lucky here. More or less lucky because a lot of their tanks are they're playing a little bit too safe. Like, I think they're over on this side now, but they still could be over there. I'm just trying to stick with my team now because they still have 2 autoloaders. I think most people play the Swedish tanks as swipers, or swipers, oh god, snipers. Come on, you guys have almost every one of you has full HP. The longer we wait, the longer they have a plan. I'm more or less worried that they're going to slip through the town, and that could, you know, kind of splinter us. But right now they're piling into one freaking spot on the edge to where in the E5, why are you running away, dude? They're just being very cautious, but too cautious for their own good. a shot here. Now I do. Oh lord, that was terrible. That was terrible. Oh god. Well, I'll take 7,000 damage for me missing these last two shots here. I'll see if I can get another. Oh, our poor GW. Shit. Why did I hit reload? Because I'm gonna get. Yep, I got a shot now. Nice to see you, Graham. The M48, yes, it does have a pretty weak turret front fang. From what I saw from the 59 patent, you want to play it to kind of abuse its view range, just because it lacks a little bit of penetration, I believe. Definitely lacks armor and a little bit of speed for, you know, being a tier 8 medium with that armor. You know, it's not a bad tank, but it has very good view range for that tier, I believe. So you want to kind of utilize that. Hello, Mojo. Nah, Mastery Badge First Class. It was probably very close to an ace, but I didn't really get any assist damage. I'm still going to save this, though, because that was a pretty fun match up until the end. I was just very concerned about how they were playing really passive. Had I pushed up there and died, which is curious. Yeah, the E5. Yeah. If I had pushed up and died, I was very concerned that they would have not been able to pull that off with how they're playing. They might have like hid on our side of the map for the rest of the match until there was like a minute left and then pushed across. Yeah. But anyway, at least we got a win there. So let me add these requests on. Whoops. Thank you. Thanks, Rich. I was saying I wasn't banking on getting a ace tanker. Oh, that wasn't even me that hit that. My freaking my sound just kind of cut out there because I pulled across my cord here for my headphones. Thank you though. It's like I rerouted that button for my mute button and I'm still hitting it somehow. Maybe I'll put it on my freaking. I have so many different buttons on this keyboard I have. It's a Logitech, what is it? G19. Has like a little LCD screen for games. Like World of Tanks, it shows up like little hotkeys and different little things for the match. But I have so many buttons I don't know what I want to do with. But hopefully it's fixed now. I assume it's fixed. I wish I could go that way. It's just the only way for this thing to work over there is to let the enemy push into you because it doesn't have gun depression. Seeing as there's not a lot of people over here, I'm gonna hopefully play aggressive. It's just our team back here needs to push up with me. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, sometimes I've had trouble in the past where my microphone just cuts out because of Windows 10. So I wanted to make sure it was actually working after I unmuted it. Windows 10 has been rolling out some updates again here. Come on, guys, attack. Attack. There's 3 tanks here. Okay, the Panther 2 is going up. I will reward this Panther 2 with taking a lot of damage. Oh, Lord. He's... Alright, so I trusted the Panther 2. Shame on me. How can you not kill a T-30? Like... How? And I somehow just missed that E5. I have the worst luck in this tank. I'm a little bit angry at myself for pushing out here. But holy freaking shit, Panther 2. How... Yeah. Obviously, I'll be popping back into this tank because that was just embarrassing. Oh, Lord. Alright, so 1390. That was like... all the worst luck wrapped into about 20 seconds. Yep. Well, yeah, as far as requirements across the different servers, like, the North American server is definitely... I won't go... It's a very hard server to play on compared to some others, but, you know, top talents on EU and RU are definitely better than NA. But... as far as certain requirements and stuff, because it's a smaller pool, the player base of NA, you know, the population, it is a little bit higher for most tanks. I will not do that, Lollyballs. Occasionally you'll see me, you know, pop a snack or two, but I can't eat that much sugar. I try my best to stay away from sugar. It's not good for you. The tier 6, I can get to it eventually, Phoenix. I have about a dozen tanks here to play as far as requests go. That's towards the end. Unfortunately, requests, like, I do my best to take requests from everybody. Like, I'm not like some other streamers that require you to, like, tip them $5 or $10 to do a request. So, you know, typically, it takes a little bit to get to everyone's request. Oopsie daisy. That's what I was looking for. Someone actually took a shot. Thank you, Grill. I'm going to assume that was you. Very nice, T-49. We just have nobody in the center here, so I don't want to be out here too long, but it's going to end up being that way. Only because with so many of us out here, we're not really getting any spotting damage. It's kind of like... it's really iffy. I think, you know, if you have 3 tanks spotting someone, it should be split across the equally. You know, it's very weird sometimes, the spotting damage, how it's dished out. Let's see if I can try to pull one of these guys over. Ho 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 ho! That was awesome. That T10 is probably pissed. Or replace probably with definitely. Because I would even be a little bit upset if I got one shot at in that situation. Because he was out there mostly alone. Very nice. Alright. Shit, T-49. Just trying to keep up some spots here. Ooh, Lord. That was not a good spot to get tracked in. Now, okay, our TDs are starting to move up. Very good. It's just if they move up about a square or two, they have a very good chance of doing a lot of damage for us. Shit. It's just a little bit of cover in between this IS-7 and myself. I honestly didn't think that there was cover there. Oh well. He's lucky for now. Just gonna try to scoot over a little bit more, get this T-54. Come on, aim in. If I can actually hit him, that would be nice. There we go, I got 224 damage. I'm not saying the NA players are the best. I'm saying, like, if you're focusing on the competitive population of each server, honestly, the EU and RU players are better. They're top players. And there's a lot more of them. It's just with the NA server, our population, it's different compared to other servers. Like, not that there aren't, casual players on the NA server, but as far as, like, people dive into all these stats in detail. Like, I'm surprised at some of the posts I see about it. But if you look at the NA server population, honestly, there's a greater percentage of players that perform better. Essentially, you're going to run across average or above average players more so on the NA server than, say, EU or RU. Now, I know that's, kind of different than what you would think based off of some matches, but it is somewhat proven to be the case. Like, nothing's 100% because a lot of this is just players gathering, stats and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of upset that this M48 killed me, only because we had so many people right about there who all they had to do was just pop over, shoot them once, shoot them twice, but oh well. Still did 500 spotting damage at least. So I'll hop back into the 113 here because, yeah, we lost. And then I'll move on down the list again. Well, Fang, honestly, like, if you're looking, I've been around since a pretty long time as far as WoT Guru. It's not going away. As far as the weak spot guys, I was one of the first ones, honestly, to come out with weak spot guides. I don't do them as much now. I still do them on tanks that I think need it, especially if some of the websites that have, the model viewer built in don't update quick enough. But the reason I got into this was mainly because there weren't any weak spot guides readily available to players. I might actually go over here. I'm gonna probably regret it, but nobody else is heading over here. But yeah, I was essentially one of two websites that did it. There was another one that tried essentially doing it, because I do them all in Photoshop. There was one other that did them in Photoshop, but they lasted like 2 months. Honestly, you don't make that much money off of it. You're better off flipping burgers at McDonald's. But yeah, I like doing it. So this is going to be extremely painful if they do not push. Oh god. Yeah, I started WoT Guru back in, I believe, 2012, I believe. Maybe the end of 2011. It's hard to say, only because I had a free blogspot web page for a while, and I ported that over when I got my own URL and server. Hello, Jerly. M6 heavy. I think the top 90mm is the best gun for that. Until you get that, though, I would say definitely avoid brawling with other heavy tanks, because you lack some alpha damage. Alright. Honestly, they are a little bit weak over here, but they do have the at least 2 TDs, I feel like, behind them. It's just unfortunate because I don't know how our town's doing. If our town's not doing great, I honestly would push. I got a... Ah, no. Someone else popped them too. Awesome. If the town's doing good, I would be playing this safe, but I don't know how they're doing. Okay. I would type it in chat, but I would probably not get a response. I'm gonna wait to see what this RU does over here. If I mess this up, it could be very, very bad. But our town, they're trying to flank now. They're pushing. Shit. I see that mouse and IS-7 pushing out there. They're going to take more damage than what they probably are expecting themselves to take. Okay, I didn't get shot there. My problem is I want to push out here, but I know between all these tanks, I'm not going to get any help. So I can two-shot the Skoda, but he can combine with a TD. He can essentially clip me with a TD shot thrown in there. Alright, so they're starting to do good in the town. I was a little bit concerned, but this mass of mediums on the team has kind of disappeared. Alright, 30 Bs coming up. What the hell? That kind of worked. I need to get behind this rock now. Thank you, 30B. I know he died, and yeah, but that was the best move. Yeah. Until these mediums come pouncing on me here. At least the 140 looks like he's going to try to pop on in. It's just now we're in a sticky situation. If I keep pushing this 140, I know he has shots on me. But they should have shots where that Skoda is in the center on the 140. Alright. This is just a little bit odd how this is playing out now. I'm going to try to help out this M41. But yeah, that was a mistake. The T-54 lightweight saw me, and I feel like he stopped because of that. So this should be coming in pretty well here in the center. They should have good shots on these mediums. Maybe, maybe not. I still have a repair kit, so I'll gladly pop up here. Just until these bat chats push on me. There we go. I do not want to be stuck out there. Like the M6, the M6 Heavy is a good tank. Just hold off, you know, writing it off until you get the top gun on it. That really makes that tank. You want to play it, if you're against higher tier enemies, play it safely, but play it more like a medium tank, honestly. But a medium as in, don't try to brawl with heavy tanks. If you're top tier, then your armor actually works a bit, and you can kind of act like a heavy. It's just, you know, the T1 Heavy, M6 Heavy, they're kind of funky heavy tanks. But, you know, it all comes down to what you're actually fighting and how you're going to match up against them. Alright, yet again this map. Everyone's kind of... He probably sees me. They're all tucking into one little spot. I hate Fisherman's Bay when it comes down to matches like this. But again, no SPGs right now, and that's exactly why. It's like, if we play this right, guys, all you gotta do is shoot them when they come after me. So right now, they do not have the best shots on me in the world. Ooh, if I get him out there, that would be nice. He's the one I was concerned about. Now we got a bat chat here. It's like, I'm not surprised that the guys that are sitting back there are doing that. I say a lot of times you let the enemies make their mistakes and push into you while you're pre-aimed. It's exactly what they're doing. Plus, they're trying to get more damage off. But you know, it's not a bad plan. But they did it a little bit too early, honestly. You know, there's no harm at kind of balling up later on when you're outnumbered, but these bat chats let a lot of their allies die for pretty much their own gain. They're pretty much going to sit in A9 right now, I feel like. And yeah, they're just going to wait for these guys to pull in, and they're going to try to get a little bit more damage off before dying. But yeah, more or less, yeah, they're just trying to get more damage off, and they don't care about winning, which is sad. Deep. I don't play Blitz anymore, really, now. Like, I tried it a few times. Like, I probably have a couple dozen matches in it, but I don't really like it as far as controls go. But not a bad match. 2,700 damage, a little bit of block, little assist. I'll take that. Don't think that's anyone from the stream. Let me know if it is. But I'm trying to mostly stay solo tonight. Alright, so next up, as far as requests, it was the KV-1S. I think... do I have that equipped up? I do not have that equipped. I do have the KV-85, though. I can play that. I know it's not the same thing, but... yeah, the KV-1S, I don't have equipment on it yet. So I'll pop into this. It's the closest I can get, whoever requested this. Yeah, so far, been getting pretty decent matches here, but a lot of matches with not a lot of SPGs. A little bit surprising. The T-34-3, I'm pretty sure that's the premium, correct, Adam? I believe, you know, it depends on who you ask. Like, I haven't picked it up because, you know, as far as Chinese mediums, that is, you know, one of the newer lines I have. But I know it really suffers from accuracy and penetration. But yeah, the KV-85 here, I don't use a derp gun now. But yeah, try not to, if you guys can help it, try not to spam the chat with, you know, stuff that's not really about World of Tanks and stuff, as far as directly the stream. I do my best to follow it. It's just, you know, try to stay on subject. So you can definitely PM each other. Yeah, I do my best to follow the stream chat the best I can. I don't want to ignore it if I can weed through a bunch of the, you know, messages there. A Type 59? Yes, I do have a Type 59. I know it's somewhat similar to it, but you know, there are some differences. I'm pretty sure the T-34-3 has a gun similar to the IS-6's. Oopsie daisy. Of course I'm against a frickin' Cromwell here. Awesome. Come on. Thanks for the subscription, Adam. It's just... I was expecting some people to push up here. It's just the Cromwell just has so much freaking DPM. It's just... Honestly, the way he was penning me, because the armor on this isn't the best. I wouldn't be surprised if he just punched through me with standard rounds. But I was hoping that my team would push up with me, like, oh look, there's nobody, we can't shoot anybody except for this one little Cromwell. Let's move up and help our teammate. No, we're just gonna sit there. It's alright. I may hate myself for pushing out this way, but... Come on, guys. Let's come around the corner. At least one more. Fang? I won't remove them, but a lot of times you'll see in my matches I do not use premium rounds. It's just, it's part of the game right now. There's no way around it. But, you know, quite a few of my matches I don't rely on them. Definitely not as much as most people that take the game extremely seriously, which awesome. I don't have Sixth Sense, so I couldn't even tell that he was spotting me, but it's what you get when you know, you're in a KV5 and, you know, your tank's over here. Mainly, you know, the ones that are supposed to be spotting aren't spotting. They're focusing on one little tank, but oh well. It's like mid tiers, you don't see me play them a lot because the game, I find the game isn't very well balanced in the mid tiers. Like it's balanced in a sense. It's just I find it annoying to play mid tiers a lot because you know, you're really shoehorned depending on the tank. Like the KV85, very poor view range. Whereas if you're in a tier 10 heavy, your view range is at least adequate enough to where, you know, if a tank shoots, you're going to be able to spot it. Stuff like that. I will do that in my T110E3, yes. Alright, so as far as requests, we're getting towards the KV2, some Swedish tanks, WZ-111, 1-4. But, which I kind of was chatting before the stream too. Essentially a game called Dreadnought. It's going to be coming out on the PC, or it kind of is out on the PC and also PS4. Right now it's technically in closed beta. Like I've been in it since the closed like alpha, not kind of pre-alpha, but more or less they just did the final account wipe and nothing is getting wiped from now on. But I started playing that today since it was the first day with the game back online. Won't say I'm good at the game. I was getting annihilated by people that are like obsessed about it. Essentially it's very similar to World of Tanks in a way, slightly smaller teams, but it's PvP, except for gigantic spaceships, even some small ones too, but more or less it's a very similar format to how World of Tanks is, and I plan on streaming it, which I'm popping an APCR round only because I see that T110. I like to get my first shot as a penetrating shot, but basically, ooh, that E50M is gonna take a lot of damage. I might be streaming that tomorrow, is what I'm getting at, if I have time, so don't be surprised if you see a unscheduled live stream pop up. That'll be that game. Whether or not I stream on a regular basis, it's not going to affect World of Tanks streams. I should be able to squeak in here. But I think a few of you guys will like it. It's a pretty fun game. Think of it as World of Warships, but in space in a way, but more fun. Unlike World of Warships that has a lot of downtime, this game you're pretty much in the fight 100% of the time. And you can respawn, so in basically every game mode available now. Yeah, I can add the... Which, hello, Ming. Nice to see you. I can add the low and also the E25. Why did my team run away? Like, holy shit, guys. Like... I'm trying to save my repair kit here, but, like, half our team ran back into the G line. Like... Does not compute. I didn't know that he was tracked, honestly, or else I would have. Alright, 5100. I know that you want to help here. Did you not just see him shoot? Shoot him. Like... Okay. Tiger 2. There we go. I just let off the gas. I don't feel bad about blocking that guy, because after he didn't pop out in front of the E4, I'm going to stop being nice. Still a full HP, though. He's not poking at me, so I won't bother with trying to angle against him. Just make sure we clean up these guys quickly. Sorry, 5100. I know I said I wasn't going to play nice, but, yeah. Unfortunately for their team, they ended up ditching their hillside. You don't ditch that. You're going to lose way too many tanks, and then you never have the HP to come back from it. Granted, we haven't won yet. I will say that. But it's very unlikely for them to win now. They guess a few of their tanks just ditched the hill completely. Like the Kronwagen, he could have just sat right in a D0, hold down with his gun depression. We wouldn't have been able to penetrate him. Like I honestly wouldn't have pushed there. And the same with the Strev 103B. We only had an E4 up on the hill that could honestly penetrate him easily. I'll just warn him. But Lowy Boss, if you can can you please, you know, keep it on subject though. I don't want to have to ban people, but you know, spamming the chat, whether you think you are or not, you know, please just talk about. Thanks. The game, Adam, it's called Dreadnought. Or Dreadnought, whatever. Right now, their website, I think you can apply for the beta. It's not an open beta. That, I believe, is coming within the next month. But yeah, right now it is in closed beta. Yes and no. What do you mean by additional repair kits? Are you talking about how they're talking about as far as equipment goes this year, switching over to something similar to World of Warships, where they're on cooldowns, you know, to where essentially say you use your repair kit, it'll be available in 45 seconds. Again, it's not going to not allow you to permatrack and stuff like that, but it will help for those matches that, you know, your first hit you get ammo racked, so you fix it, and then your second hit you get ammo racked. You'll be able to fix it in like a minute. That's what they're going for with that. But you know, people stacking up on repair kits, you know, some people do that. It does help with that, but honestly, a lot of you guys know my stance. I stick with the standard repair kit, med kit, and then I use the auto fire extinguisher. I find the most balanced approach to making money and also, you know, performing well. Of course, you're going to do better if you put, you know, you stack food on, you're not set on fire, or if you use all premium consumables, but is it worth it if you're, you know, grinding credits and stuff? No. Yeah, so not a bad match. Master bad second class. But yeah, they're not going to do something where you can carry like tons of them. It's going to be on a cooldown like you know, World of Warships. and then the premium one will just like reduce that cooldown by a little bit, which is a little bit pay to win in my opinion. I don't like that about World of Warships, but you know, then I'll probably pop those on. Let's get my little guy here. I'll probably just go with repairs for now. Honestly, Fang, yeah, I keep all my tanks the same. On SPGs, you can drop the fire extinguisher if you want, and use gas, to make it go a little quicker, or food on them. But honestly, everything else I keep the same setup here. But I honestly think they should just work on fixing the crews, make that a little bit more new player friendly. As far as the 100% crews, having a bunch of crew members, swapping them, it's very difficult for someone to learn how crews work in the game. I wish that's like World of Warships, where you just have one person per tank instead of multiple crew members. I know it takes out a little bit of depth to the game, but I think that's more important to work on than consumables. I think consumables, honestly, I like that they're only one use. It makes you make a decision what you want your tank to play like, and the risk and rewards tied to that. I do like that. I think going to the cooldowns, while it'll help in some situations, I think it is taking a little bit of the, not to say the hardness out of the game, but the difficulty out of the game. That's the word I want. But everyone hates those matches where you get like nuked by an RD or a KV2 here and take a lot of damage and you can't repair it all. But it's part of what makes the game stay fresh, is each battle's different. Yes, I use. You'll see on every single tank I play, outside of SPGs, I use the same for every single tank. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm wrong. It's just this is what I find and feel works best, at least for me. And I completely missed that shot. It's just with the auto fire extinguisher, you cut down on fires. A lot of people replace it with food, but then you're going to get those matches where you burn down because you don't have one, or you're wasting a lot of credits by having to, use the food every single match. Same thing with repair kit and med kits. Yes, the premium ones are better, but you're going to be spending so many more, a lot of credits over the standard ones for what I feel like is minimal gain. Like if you have every tank you want, or if you have tons of credits laying around, you can use the premium ones. But outside of that, I don't think it's. Lord, I'm gonna get killed here. Help! Help! Yeah, they ain't coming to my help. Awesome. Help, guys! It's like we have three tanks there. Honestly, I'm leaving my. It's like push now or we're gonna get flanked. Like, you got 3 guys there against 1 Tiger 1. Like, there is an ho-ho in the center, but like, pull back and just help me. Help me. I'm gonna take a shot here, but what the hell. It's just like, it's too late now. Like, the Oni's coming back, but like, could have used the help about, 30 seconds ago, maybe a minute. Oh well. Still almost did 1,000 damage, and for being a tier 6 and a tier 8, I'll take it. I use it on all of them, Uber, the auto, only because they reworked, let's get into a different tank here. with the automatic fire extinguisher, it helps 10% here, and it automatically extinguishes it after, I believe, 1 tick, so you still will take damage. But when you compare that to the manual, you don't get that diminished fire percentage. Plus, with manual, unless you use a mod, which this mod is 100% illegal, that automatically does a manual fire extinguisher, you will get banned for that. Let me stress that enough. You will get banned for using that. Unless you use that, you're going to at least take 2 or 3 ticks of damage with, a manual fire extinguisher before you notice it. Sometimes even more if you don't notice it right away. All right, so it's next up for requests were some Swedish tanks here. But I would say starting out, I would say don't put it on if you're new. Grinding up your first couple lines until you get to about tier 6 or 7. But once you get quite a few tanks, I just put it on everything, because you don't need it every match. And honestly, once you get a lot of tanks and you're playing more, for essentially winning, having fun, stuff like that, you're better off putting the auto on there. Because while it is more expensive, if you have it on like a tier 4 or 5, it seems ridiculous, the cost. But at the same time, it's more frustrating forgetting you have it and then, burning down quite a bit. So this is not a good map for me in the least bit. I'm going to go to what I feel like is the useless sniping spot on this map, at least to start with. One got by, 2 got by. I could have taken the shot, god damn it. And I missed. Yep. I feel like this spot is useless only because you have a very small spot to shoot through. And if they get through there, then what's the point of being here? Okay. Of course, I hit him right on the edge of the mantlet. At least my team is capping. That's good. Good for me, at least. If I can get shots off here. I just keep seeing little peaks of people over there on the mini-map where I can hit them, but yeah, unfortunately, nothing here. Ooh, crap. Oh, I missed him. God damn it. See, I don't play here enough, and honestly, I'm not good at spots that you often see people camping, because I go here like once every like 100 battles on this specific map. I will say I am not a good kind of camping sniper, just because I rarely do it. I need premium APCR to get through that. Unfortunately, though, our team got smacked on capping. It's because he pops out one. Oh shit. He can see me now. Now he can't spot me. He still knows I'm here. This is the part I don't like. Stop giving me little looks and I can't actually shoot you. No camo? I don't run a camo net now. It disengages even in siege mode when you're moving around. The camo is good enough to where you're better off getting the added V range. I'm pretty sure I run optics on it. Crap, I want to get better shots, but in this tank, as you guys know, It is extremely poor at fighting close up to enemies. I know this guy's just toying with me now. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You try playing this frickin' tank on this map. I know he's gonna move right before I can shoot. No, I finally got a hit on him. Awesome. Now they're capping, which scares me. Oh, it was a critical hit. I'm like, how did I bounce off a Scorpion? That is virtually impossible for this tank to do. Why do you gotta frickin' poke like that, T-30? Shit, nobody... Oh lord. Nobody's gonna go over here and reset. Really? And I got tracked. And I'm set on fire from the SPG. Yeah. Like I said, this thing, once you push out and you're seen, you're essentially dead. I was planning to push right through the center, just kind of YOLO for lack of better words, and try to scoop behind the enemy, but that obviously did not work. My only choice right now, get on the cap, get on the... Oh god, they reset, thank god. Please don't shoot me. Oh god. He can shoot me. I forget, honestly, if I have Sixth Sense on this. Yep, they can definitely see me. Ooh, very nice, Scorpion G. That's not good. I think they're already... Nope, he's not back here. Problem is I have 4 HP. They already could honestly ram me and kill me. Shit, now we can't let them push on the T-71. Shit. Shit. This is not good. I need to get out of the water. No bueno. I feel completely out of place here. That's what I get for trying to be a pseudo light tank. T-71's doing the right thing by pulling back. I'm hoping if I push in here and die, at the worst, this T-71 can push up and kill him. Whew. Luckily they're back. Oh god, there we go. Yeah, he's definitely over here. So that worked. I'm really surprised. Oh, maybe that was RTD. Holy shit. But yeah, honestly, like some mods, I know people like XVM and stuff, but I don't feel like if you look back on videos from the early days of World of Tanks, that's why mods are so popular. The UI was terrible. In today's game, I don't see the use for them though. But unfortunately, we lost KV2, but decent match here considering the map. These guys really did a very good job, but I was surprised I didn't die earlier there. So I'll hop into the Leo. That was the next up. And then after that was the WZ-111-14. But yeah, if you're asking about a camo net, yeah, you know, I don't use them for the most part. But as far as camo on my crew, like I have so many crews that honestly I'm cheap. Like I don't want to have to reset my crews because either it's a lot of credits, I lose matches for that crew, and you know one match here or there for resetting your crew skills for silver is a lot for me because I only play like each tank like a couple times here or there, in a given like week sometimes. And then if it's gold, way too expensive to keep resetting my crews. That's why I always go Brothers in Arms. Then typically I add like 6 cents on some gun handling perks. But, for specific tanks I might add like camo if it is a TD or a light tank. But that's why, some of my crews, it might not make sense going for Brothers in Arms first and dealing without having any crew skills until it hits 100%. But the amount of tanks you get at some point, I'd rather live with without any crew skills than have to pay more money or pay more credits to be able to have the better crew sooner. That's just a personal little thing that I do, though. This is probably going to end poorly. They didn't push anybody yet. We have a lot of people in the north, which is good. Hello, Argentino or Argentino. No, you cannot. You can request it, but with the amount of requests I have today, I'm definitely. Usually, I say I stick to tier 4 and up. Definitely no tier 1s. I've done a tier 1 request before, but definitely not today. You can definitely see me here. I'm going to scoot on along. I'm going to keep trying to spot because my 12T is not spotting. Not exactly what I want to do, but best for my team, I feel like, in the long run. I just need to get into here as quick as possible. To where that little space bar. Come on, just wait. Don't push. I hate people that, I'm doing something that I don't want to do by pushing up here, but I'm trying to spot for my team, so please do me the favor and not push up. Because, now it kind of defeats the purpose of me pushing up the spot. Maybe the T-25-2 will also do that, but it doesn't look like he's going to do it. Just learning how to use vision is very underappreciated. Sometimes it can really make or break your battle. So right now I believe the KV-85, he can't see me, but he popped out and spotted me. I believe he knows too that I do not have any armor. Shit, there's a Hellcat. Shit, and there's a SU-100Y, or 100, just a SU-100. I need to get back. Oh shit, I set him on fire and he has no fire extinguisher and I ammo racked him. That's why you carry a fire extinguisher, kids. I know you guys aren't kids, but I feel that's a fitting word for not carrying fire extinguishers. I'm gonna... yeah, I'll just go kill him, because they're dealing with the 5916 right now. 2 little pops should do it. I'm gonna start my trek this way. Not that this guy's even... Okay, he is paying attention now. Alright, 1300 damage. Here's KV-85 and M4 in the corner. 2 Arty. I'm gonna stick with him just because if he gets shotgunned, I can move in right behind him. Or vice versa. I'd rather it be him though. I know that sounds mean, but yeah. And yeah. Somehow I missed that shot. Are you gonna shoot? Alright. Yep, I was about to say I'm gonna stick a little bit behind him because we're about to get artied. Pretty decent match for Leo though, so far, until I get made like look like a fool here. It's just this thing can die in a hurry. Alright, here comes Mr. Oh, sorry, Cromwell. Let's say here comes Mr. M4 to the rescue. He was pushing somewhere where there was no tanks on our team left, but he probably did a decent job fighting on this side, considering he's the only one left. Goodbye. Pretty good match, 4 kills. Fang, hello Chill, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. You know, occasionally I like requests like that, but I feel bad more for my team if I intentionally get myself. The BT7 art, yes, there is, Noah. It was I think it was one-off sold for a premium tank, but I don't own it, unfortunately. Alright, so WZ111 Model 14 is up next for the request. But yeah, I won't intentionally get myself... I don't care if I do bad. Thank you, Mojo. But I don't like hurting, you know, the rest of my team. Yeah, it was better than I thought. When I pushed up there and I didn't have much support behind me, I was a little scared, but it worked out there in the end. Which it looks like, you know, as far as a huge content patch, 9.18, it's looking like it's going to be more towards the end of February, even the end of March now. Thanks, Rich, for the subscription. You know, it looks like we're going to get a little teeny mini patch before that. That's going to... It might bring something like the German... heavy tank rework, maybe overmatch mechanic rework, but it doesn't look like light tanks are going to be in that though. But it looks like the test server for that will be popping up in, I think, a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, somewhere along those lines. Well, yeah, as far as World of Tanks Blitz go, you know, they definitely have different tanks available than PC. I'm surprised there's an SPG up here. I am very, very impressed. I like going up here in an SPG. Granted, we do have a lot of people in the south, so actually holding this spot could be a little bit difficult for us. You can put, I forget what one fighting Irish. You can put some sort of crappy gun on the IS-4. That was something where they included that because of Serb, one of the developers. He wanted it on there because it was the historical gun for it, and at one point, you know, they were doing historical battles. Not that that went over very well. Okay, I'm tempted to ditch this spot. Whenever I go here in a stream, this spot never frickin' works out. I don't know why I keep doing it. But whenever I'm like playing a tank on my own, not streaming, or not a care in the world, the enemies just round this corner and I just whack the hell out of them. Whatever. I swear to God, they know when you're streaming or not. Granted, an E3 coming across here, I wouldn't have been able to pin him at that range reliably. Okay. E4, I'm going to... There we go. You should have a shot now. If he doesn't blow his repair kit, and you bounced. Guess that's not your fault. Surprise, our M53, M55 has not hit him now. I'm gonna poke out here one more time to keep him lit, but if I don't see a shot from Artie here in the next 20 seconds or so, I'm going to give up. I'm gonna track him again. I'm trying my best to help out with this E3 because if we kill him, we're in a good spot to push here, but I'm definitely threading a line here, especially now with a 62A shooting at me. Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, he can shoot me and I can't spot him. He's all the way back in like C3. At least my team's doing very well. Alright, is this E3? He's gonna push on ahead here. There's the arty hit I've been looking for. I don't care if the 62A shoots me right here. And of course my shot goes high and it hits him right in the frickin' beak. I have not been having good luck in this tank the past few times I played it on the stream. Alright, I'm gonna aim in here actually. Make sure I at least get one damage shot for this match. Ugh. I really need to take a drink here, but I'm not content with only getting one shot off. This could end badly. For him. I had no doubts about crossing there. Hello, Marshmallow. Okay. Here's a little SPG over there. Luckily, this tank can rack up a lot of damage in a hurry. I can kind of see you're talking about light tanks. Honestly, go through this almost every time with, you know, the community. Whenever they're super testing stuff, because they have not been super tested yet, the initial stats always look unbalanced, kind of stupid, whether overpowered, underpowered. There's really no weight to put into them, honestly. It's like there's a reason why wargaming sometimes doesn't leak stats. It's because, you know, they gotta test it first. So, you know, I don't really have any comment on as far as specific stats go, only because they're gonna change like at least 5 or 6 times. You feel good about yourself, PZ4 now? You just took a hit on me. Yeah, I might as well try to kill him. I thought about the SPG, but he wasn't pointing my way. Yeah, nice to see you. It's been a... I thought you were here last stream. It hasn't been that long. Not a bad match considering, you know, for most of the match I didn't really do much. 2,700 damage. Gotta like the alpha on this thing. So finally getting to the Oni. Trying to get through all these requests. You know, I have the IS-6, IS-3, Panther 2, VK 3002D coming up. At least I'm top tier here. I will gladly take it. Actually, let's just finish this off. Yeah, it turned out a lot better than I thought, Hipster. I'm going to try to work here. Hopefully I get a little bit of support. Well, as far as tanks changing when they switch tanks around, rebalancing, like stretching out the tier 10 and stuff. Like, yes, it stinks that they have to change tanks that people might like, but honestly, you know, wargaming's not gonna try to piss people off for no good reason. I know people think they do, but honestly, they have a lot more stats available to them than, you know, the player base does. And if they need to change a tank for, you know, the betterment of the game, like, I won't agree with some certain balancing decisions that they make, but more or less, like, it's not like they're going to remove a tank that you have right now. They're just changing the way it plays a little bit. Are we really not going to kill that FV304? I wanted to hit on him, but yeah, I didn't get that chance. Sorry, VK. Just us not killing the FV304 made me push up one more little spot here. I didn't want to be up here because I can get flanked easier. See, I do see this little shot, but actually hitting it is, in this tank, very, very iffy. Shit, T-29. Honestly, we need all these guys to help out right here. So I can't shoot both ways. If I move left, I'm going to get hit that way. If I move right, I'm going to get hit from behind. I have a T-67 spamming the hell out of me. Oh Lord, this is not gonna go good. Luckily this thing has pretty decent rear armor, but unfortunately though, I'm just not able to get to a spot where I can help anybody, and they're just killing everybody around me right now. I'm just afraid if I push into these TDs, I'm being an absolute waste right now for my team. This is why I didn't want to push up here, but FE304 scared me enough by being able to permanently damage me. Come on, team. You can do it. No, you're not supposed to shoot my side. Yeah, and now I don't have any assistance at all, so I'm gonna die. This is what I feared, but I shouldn't have pushed out there. I should have just tried to ram him. Nope. Oh, that was painful for me. I shouldn't have pushed up. I should have stayed a little bit further back. It's just the tank, you can't shoot through the archways, and I think if this is one of you guys, I'll gladly accept it. It's an IS-6, but that's my fault for pushing out that far. I've done that before in that tank, and same outcome. Hopefully my team wins, but it was not going very well. Fang, honestly, I'm not the person to ask for that. I haven't played Clan Wars in quite some time, but really it depends on the clan. From what, you know, I can say about Clan Wars, you know, different clans take it more seriously. Some take it less seriously. As far as, because I used to call battles, if you want to get into Clan Wars, honestly, it's almost like a second job sometimes. That's why a lot of people get burned out and quit the game. However, you know, you're best to have like Russian mediums, T110E5, stuff like T110E3. The Kronwagen's popular now. Bat Chat. Essentially, you know, more or less, you want a decent selection of tanks because the way Clan Wars clans pick people, you know, you need a certain tank for a certain strategy. The way Clan Wars works out. So having a good selection helps. You can't go wrong with the Russian mediums though. Bat Chat, E5, E3. As far as like personal rating, it all comes down to the clan. Honestly, like you know, I'm not gonna say don't go for a good clan if that's what you want, but from personal experience, Clan Force isn't as cracked up that you would think it's gonna be, but I would say try to find a clan that's in the strongholds, more or less. Tournaments, if you're looking for a really competitive aspect of World of Tanks, try to find a tournament team after you join a clan, because it's smaller group of people playing tournaments most of the time, and also less time commitment, and you don't have to be like, you know, chained to your computer desk. Because essentially at Clan Wars, you're going to be, oh lord, there's a T30, I'm screwed. That's what I get for poking out. However, you know, our T20 never poked over and spot it. Neither did our T54 lightweight, so it's got to be the little IS-6. Just, I hate when people don't frickin' spot, because then I'm inclined to do it. Not that it's turning out terribly here, but I did not like losing half my HP for rounding a corner into a T30. I might regret jumping down here. Virtually I'm one-shottable unless he low rolls me, since he got a little bit of a high roll there. But what I got to do to push across here, because right now we still have all these people sitting in the corner looking at a T-37 that drowned. Oh god. Yep, he just dirt me. Not dirt me, but yeah, he killed me. Awesome. So on to the IS-3. So I was not playing the IS-6 how it should be played there, but I can't stand when, if you're in a medium or light, at least just poke out and spot. If I had seen the T30, I would have went through the center of the map because it was more open. And yeah, but yeah, I'm not just going to sit in the back like those guys and wait. Oh well. Alright, so I'm going to head up here in the IS-3. Specifically, I'm, you know, top tier heavy. I kind of have to go up there for my team. Not that the IS-3 is the best at brawling, but at the very least I might be able to bounce some of these other shots from their 7s, and the KV-5 might bounce off of me. But typically I like playing the IS-3 where it's surprisingly fast and its armor is very trolly on the sides. So I play it more or less like a heavy medium tank a lot of times, only because you can keep up with mediums. If you get shot in the side sometimes, you get really good bounces, and, you know, I don't like brawling. It brawls all right, but your frontal armor, you know, most things can punch through. Essentially, your upper glacis here close up, your lower glacis a little bit further away. I've actually played Travian before. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Yes, essentially the way Clan Wars work, you know, there's a set time that usually your clans, you know, essentially tied to. Like, typically clans try to stick in a certain time frame, and, you know, those 1 to 3 hours, you're having Clan Wars almost every night. If you own land, you have to defend it, attack. Essentially, if you're looking to join a serious clan, they want to see you on like at minimum 3 nights a week. I think the last time I saw like a serious clans page was, and honestly, I don't think it's worth it. But you know, it's for some people. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just be prepared if you are trying to join a very serious clan to where it feels like a second job sometimes. Got a little bit lucky there, but somebody needs to be out here. Honestly, I played, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, Travian. My gaming group, we're not really active now, but we used to play it in her jar. We won, I think, the first 2 rounds of the US. I forget which specific server, but the cycle. We won both the first and second round when it first, you know, was kind of not a new game, but it was newish for the US market. Hoping not to blow my repair kit here, but yeah, I'm hoping they push down the 2 line, because I'm very much content with just fighting it out with these 2 guys. Awesome. IS-3 I don't think is overpowered. It's just, you know, one tank has to be the best at tier 8 as far as heavies go, and unfortunately it's IS-3, so everyone complains about it. Does have a lot of stuff going for it, though, I'll say that. Missing me. Ooh, there's a second Oni now. Not good. I wish he was closer. I'd hold down behind him. I'm enjoying these guys coming one at a time, but this is gonna hurt a little bit. Thank you, IS. Can you please move back? Not that I would have escaped that, but... Alright. We're starting to get slowly flanked here. It's like I'm over-angling a little bit because they're mainly aiming at my side, and that's working in my favor here. Since there's so much HP for me to chew through here, it's not... I'm hoping they can kill that IS without me. It's looking very iffy. Just trying to keep my gun here on him because... balls. I'm gonna take a shot here from this IS. Since this KV-5 also can hit me. Don't have a repair kit. Yeah, OI and Tiger 1 save me. Please. Come down. You mean move back? Like, where exactly is down? Since I'm one-shottable, I'm not content with... Like, they should be able to hit the frickin' KV-5 at this point. The M44 are less likely, but the other 2 should be able to hit him. Alright, Tiger 1. Oh, shit. Don't die, dude. They're gonna... Yep, they going to kill you. 0 damage, critical hit, not good. Yep, and he finally got me. Oh well, I was doing my damnedest there. But, yeah. I don't know how we could have changed it. But I did my job. It's just the support I got, like, yeah. The few tanks, they should have stayed tucked up here a little bit better. Had they pushed the 2 line, when all these guys filed into the 1, we would have easily killed them. We still have a good chance to win, though. It's just, it's starting to slip away a little bit, especially if this OI dies. But hello, Nice Cuppa. I still have, about hour and 15 minutes, so, still plenty of time on the stream. At least we won the Oni Siegfried line. I'm very surprised we won that, but whew, thank you guys. Yeah, I did decent amount of damage, but thank you, T29. Awesome. Yeah, so after the IS-3 was the Panther 2. Well, the main thing with the IS-3 sides that gets people, screwed up is they appear to be angled like this, like the turret's up here, and it's spaced armor. An actual hull is angled inwards, so they soak up heat. The effective armor, it's very good, and it definitely screws people up. But I do have a weak spot guide for the IS-3, I believe, on WoT Guru. I think I have it, but I hate doing weak spot guides for tanks with a lot of spaced armor and different angles. Because that's one thing about the websites that their modelers don't take into account. Like even like Tanks GG and stuff. Essentially, the wargaming, the way that their model viewer comes up for things, it only takes the vertical angle into account. So when you're looking at armor viewers like that, it doesn't take the horizontal angle into account until a shell actually hits it. It takes me forever to do weak spot guides on certain tanks. I love German tanks because they're boxes, but stuff like, say, IS-7, the T110 tanks, I actually measure the horizontal angle on tanks. That way you get a true effective armor value. But that's often overlooked when you're looking at something that has both a vertical and a horizontal angle to it. Yeah. It takes me like, some weak spot guides take me like 3 hours almost, because I do all the math, not in my head, but on a calculator, and it takes a while. Oh god, they are pushing very hard into a T110 E3. I don't think they realize what they're doing here. I'm very proud of them for pushing out instead of camping, but I don't think it's the best decision in the world. I'm very surprised this guy has not gotten shot. For me to have hit him, he could have gotten shot by a few other people over here. But holy freaking shit, these guys are pushing hard. I can't even freaking catch up with them, honestly. I just hope they're still alive so I can get some shots off here and help them. They've got them pushed back. Very good job there. There's only one SPG, but holy shit, did they played that probably the most aggressive push I've seen, especially by mediums, in a very long time. Yeah. Let's say I am now spotted. And I'm probably gonna die. Yep. Yeah, I just lost a lot of my HP. Time for me to slink back and hide now. I have the worst luck in the Panther 2. Why did I even shoot that? See you, Michael. Thanks for watching. The KV-5, he can use APCR and go right through the front hole, but it's a possibility. The IS-3 does have a pretty weak roof that can be overmatched. I don't have a chance to pen him unless he shows his side a little bit more. Kinda like that, but I'm still not confident. I'm just going to chuck a few HE rounds for the meantime. There we go. Now he's got a side view. Oh, shit, T-54. Sorry. I saw you coming through here, but I am very sorry at that. For doing that. He's probably going to be very angry at me. I probably would be too, but... Yep. I feel bad. I'm helping the enemy more than I'm helping my team. I thought he was a little bit further away from the E3, to be honest. Shit. Now he's got freaking cover to hide behind. Awesome. Yeah, I finally got to your request. Sorry I couldn't get to him, you know, a little bit sooner. I do... Crap. I didn't think I was spotted. Holy shit. They must have a spotter somewhere here that we can't see, because I was outside of the maximum view range of everybody that we know of. Oh well. No other way that he could have hit me unless somebody had spotted me that was close up that we can't see. That kind of sucks. So, VK3002D. But yeah, I forgot to... Usually when I have a lot of requests, I forgot to kind of mix them all up. So, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the VK3002D's, you know, the last request I have for now. Outside of the low, and there was one other one. Thanks for reminding me about that. Uber, yeah, there was the low, and I'm trying to remember. There was one more. I should have written it down. I forgot to. Oh, the E25. There we go. And now I gotta get down to the bottom of the chat. There we go. Alright, I'll test my luck over on this side. Yeah, I can add the bat chat on to Abdul. Ah, they got a Tog platoon. Holy shit. Hopefully our team, because that's a lot of firepower and HP together, hopefully our team just spots the Togs and just machine gun, you know, machine them down. But I'm just a little caught off guard by this SU-122-44. Him pushing in there. I was expecting, you know, some of their mediums and stuff, but not something with... Not that it has the best armor, but it's got enough armor to scare me in a way. Looks like their team hasn't pushed over here. I really hope this is not a mistake, but I really want to help this. Of course I move right at him as he turns into me. Yay, I'm a kill stealer. Togs are fun to play, but they're not practical in today's game. It's like I do own one. I liked it when it first came out, but everyone knows, like, just spot it and, you know, everyone's going to be able to damage you. And while your gun is good for a heavy of that tier, it's not going to hold up against sustained firepower. I'm just going to farm some Togs here now. I don't think that they can spot me. So they're not pointing at me. If they can hit me, then they don't have anything high enough alpha outside of the Oni that I'm scared of. But, yeah. This is where the Togs kind of fail a little bit here. They don't have that much armor to block shots. Outside of that, they blocked a couple rounds there. So much HP to gobble up. If only I aimed in there. Shit. Now I'm close enough to where they can start shooting at me. So at least they should have like pushed aside or something. They literally just sat there. Like, that's not gonna work. Like, they're still... We're tied with them, but it's a very risky tactic to try to do. Shit. Now that's a tactic that works, is capping out here, especially if we don't push in with our tanks close. It's like, is anybody gonna push in? Playing this a little bit less safe than I want to, but I've gotta... I'm just gonna auto aim here for now, honestly. They're just scaring me with the cap. It's just the Tog can't move enough, so I'd rather just focus on my driving. Ooh, Lord. Thank you for damaging that ammo rack. I hate you. There's just so much damage to farm here. I rarely use that word, but the enemy team is just like sitting, like it's like shooting fish in a barrel, kind of. But they might beat us here. Shit. Especially if I keep freaking missing these shots now that I have a damaged ammo rack. His E8 needs to chill out a little bit. And my shots need to go where I want them to. It's like I have an E25 closing in on me. I'm trying to help these guys out a little bit. Yep, not helping that I guess bounce off the Tog. Holy shit though. Like, I'm missing so much damage. I did not mean to say I wanted to farm it. Take that, finally. Whew. Shit. E25 gonna damage me one more time before I can get back here. Now he killed my commander. I'm surprised that FE304 hasn't hit me yet, honestly. Probably gonna jinx myself here. This is my first premium round of the match. Honestly, this is, I think, the most amount of damage I have done in this tank, if I can say so. For the amount of shots I missed, holy shit, almost 3,000 damage. My most played tank is KV5 or Type 59, one of them. We ended up drawing the IS-3. Yay. I'm going to pop over, I want to pop over to that before I forget to look at it. I just don't want to forget about looking at it. So, all that work between the OI did a very good job, and myself, and yeah, a draw. Very good job by him. 6 kills, but yeah, I got an ace tanker in this. This is like my third, I think, ace tanker in this, and I haven't played it that much. High caliber, Confederate award, 3k damage. With that amount of HP, with the Togs and the Tiger P, that definitely helped, but pretty good match there. Thank you guys. Just let me save this replay over here before I get that lost in the amount of replays I have over here. I've been a little bit busy the past few days with dog and rabbit sitting, so I haven't been able to catch up on the replays I have. All right, so we have the low, or sorry for saying the low, the Louvre. Or Louva. It's Louvre. I'm terrible. Why do you have to request this? I can't say on a regular. I've said low so many times. It's like ingrained into my head. But Louvre. I'm terrible. I'm never gonna learn German. It's just every time I want to say it, it freaking pops into my head as low. See you, nice couple. Thanks for stopping by. It's only the Chinese server, the golden Type 59s. They're worth, it's like $200 or $300 they cost when they sold them. They don't sell them, I believe, anymore now. It's only on special occasions, but they get a credit boost, experience boost. They get boosts over regular Type 59s. And honestly, for, I don't know if they still do it, but people on that server, they TK people that own them because essentially it's not purchasable by like 95% of Chinese players because it's just an absurd amount of money for the average Chinese person. Yeah, you and Graham have helped me a lot, Uber, at pronouncing things, and I have the right saying in my head. It's just I've said low so many freaking times that it doesn't want to come out. Thank you, hipster. Honestly, like the most important thing, like if you know, if you've gotten the grasp of World of Tanks, the best thing to improve is working on staying alive and essentially the vision mechanics. Don't poke out if you know that there's like 5 people within your maximum vision circle or maximum render range. Essentially these circles here, and if they can hit you, and if there's already that can hit you or aiming near you, it's weighing risk and reward. It's like looking here, they didn't push hard here, and we have a lot of people, so I'm just going to push up with my allies. I might take a lot of damage, but if I survive, I'm going to be right up in the fight where if I kind of sit back and don't do much, even though this guy has a really big gun on him, that's when you have a better chance at losing if you're not up helping your team conserve HP, doing some damage, being a useful tank. Okay, there's T-26. Just with this IS-3 here, try to get him to shoot me. Doesn't help that I've missed a couple shots here. Be very nice if he shoots me. Yep, IS-3 armor. I know that's weak there. That's why I over-angle it so much, because you just can't bounce shots against most tanks with your armor. Oh god. That hurt. There's a Scorpion G. Let me just pile in here for a second because he's gearing up for another hit. Holy shit, I don't know how I got that shot. I was hoping, but... Alright, we definitely have to get back to our cap. I'm hoping this guy's... Here we go. Oh my god, there's a Strev 103 and 2 E50s. I cannot penetrate this guy. I don't think I have a shot on his lower plate. Shitballs. Thank you for the help, guys. Just trust me, I have the right way of saying it in my head. It's just it's almost like ingrained in my head saying low for so long. Just this TD scares me. As well as the E50s, especially they're platoon together. They might be trying to stat pad in it. It's just those things chucking out rounds with that armor is a little terrifying. Yeah, honestly, I'm not liking our chances here. Unless we can find... Our only chance is to kill this Strev if it stayed around here. Honestly, I think it ran away. But we're going to be... Like, I got to push with this KV-3. Unfortunately, he didn't wait, you know, about 20 more seconds to where we could have helped a little bit out. Helped him a little bit better. So now I've got a funnel in here. An E50, yep, they can hit me. Oh, I missed that shot, god damn it. Angle. No. God damn you. Still don't know. They finally killed him, but yeah. Honestly, yeah. That was a little frustrating. I shouldn't have done that, but would have been hard. Except RD and lights? Yes. I'm guessing this someone from the stream. I'm going to accept it, but it's always... Please send me a message, guys, because at some point I can't keep adding people unless you message me. I'm always glad to, if you're watching, to accept friend invites, but please tie a message to it. This is what I'm just going to do for... let's see. I'm just going to do this from now on, whenever I play the Louvre. Oh, that's not right.
Low.
Ah, it's not right there. God damn it. I gotta copy and paste it, but that's not right. I had it set up last time for the stream for Google Translate, you know, with all the crap tied with it, and I would just click it. Oh well, back to playing. Honestly, I've never touted myself for pronouncing people's names or anything correctly. I can't be perfect. I don't know where I want to head yet, honestly, with the E25. So I'm just gonna set up in the sniping area at least to begin with. I think it's not that useful, but I don't know what side I want to push to yet. At least gonna make sure someone's not scooting across the center here. People really enjoy doing that. Honestly, I'm gonna keep trying to pronounce it somewhat right. The Louvre. I don't think it's not going to get a buff ever again, I believe. They've buffed it enough to where it's a pretty damn competitive tier 8 premium. I'm going to regret going out here. Yeah. Nobody else. Oh lord, this is not looking good already for up there. Thanks dog for kicking my desk. I guess don't have any spotters. Now I've got to make the tough decision of whether to push out here or not. Screw it. No point in me just sitting back here. Oh my god. Why are you here? Like, literally, why are you here? And why has that person not shot you yet? Is there questions I shouldn't be needing to ask myself? Come on. Someone please kill him so I can... I'll do it. Thank you. I'm so tiny. Ah, there's a tiger too. God damn you. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maybe not. Alright, time to go where I should have went the first time. A little bit safer heading over this way most of the time. Granted, there is a lot of enemies over here, but... I'm gonna try to help my team out. Really? There's a Type 59 there? Man, the enemy is setting up in all these different little spots here in the center. This is where the E25 does not shine when you're trying to make your own shots and whatnot this far into the match. I should probably head over here, honestly, but yeah. I like it as like a spotter really quick in the beginning, but I didn't set up in the right spot to get damage off with my team here. And unfortunately, we're probably going to lose now. I will put this on me because I've done nothing. Granted, it's a tier 8 match, but still. I guess I can try to chuck APCR and hope for the best here, but... yeah, that ain't gonna work. This is bad. Usually I do decent in the E25 streaming. This one, not so much. I wasn't even set up right to help out my little IS over there. It's not on point, this one. Yep, I'm dead. Unless this T-34 missed... he did miss me. Try to set up a little bit differently here so I can get shots without being seen. So at this point, that's all I'm useful for. I was hoping these two guys in the center I'd be able to see, but no such luck. Oh well. I'm just going zipping around to every wrong position here. Honestly, at this point, I'm trying to make up for it, but I'm just going to even worse spots. There's the T-34. He's definitely seeing me, and definitely... Yep, this is just one of those matches where you just keep doing the wrong thing and piling it on. That happens. I have an FV304 request I have written down here. I think somebody requested that. Hopefully I didn't write that down incorrectly. Yeah, the VK. Yeah, I can play the tier 9. I can do that. But, okay. But yeah, if there's more requests, like I'm gonna try to get some of these doubles, or I guess triples, I should say, done here, since I have like 45 minutes left in the stream. But if you guys still have requests, I'll gladly still, mix them in. My next stream after this one will be 2 early ones, Tuesday and Wednesday. In the morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Tomorrow, like I said, I might pop on for a. It's not going to be a super long stream, but for a game called Dreadnought. Essentially, gigantic spaceships and stuff. It's PvP, kind of similar to like World of Tanks, but it's in closed beta. Are you paying attention? But if I'm gonna play it tomorrow, it's only if I have time to play it. I'm gonna pop on streaming, because why the hell not? Ooh, I actually hit him. Awesome. I was a little bit worried because this shell takes freaking like 10 years to travel. Miss Chaffee, why did you move up? Honestly, not to say this, I used to love this SPG, but it's definitely, not to say I don't like playing it, but I'm doing very well on it now. Usually I do terrible. It's just I don't play arty enough to get the shell travel times down enough. It's working out here though, fortunately. I'm gonna hope he doesn't have a repair kit, and I'm gonna scoot over this way, since this Cromwell's been alive a little bit too long for my liking. Awesome, somebody else hit him. And he moves away, yay. Alright, I will gladly move up now, that way I can keep getting shots. Maybe my travel time will be like 20 seconds instead of half a minute. Our team, we're doing good, but we're losing some tanks because they pop out on pre-aimed enemies. Yeah, I can add the KV-5 and T110E3 on. It's like, just play it safe. When you have arty, not just because I'm in arty, take your spots, you let them, get the damage in, then you poke out and you finish the enemy off. I just got to start moving now because of that AC4. But we lost like 3 or 4 tanks very quickly because they just pushed into the enemy and, got taken out very quickly. I think that Chaffee saw me. Oh, that was terrible as far as aiming in. Shit. I know he's going to move to where I can hit him once I start aiming the other way. Okay, I would like to help you guys, but I'm going back to my usual SPG play of missing everything. Yeah, that was a bad shot. I'm letting my team down. I did 2 good hits and then nothing. Yep. Now everything's just gonna miss. Very dynamic gameplay here. Woohoo! And I didn't kill him somehow. Really, Chaffee? You're gonna do this to me? I really didn't mean to shoot you earlier. Don't do it. Oh, I'm dead. Oh well. That's my one SPG match for the stream. Yes, I can play the Centurion Action X. Alright, so let me just look at what I need to double still. I still need the Panther 3. So let me hop into that. And then as far as requests go, we have the KV5, T110E3, and the Centurion Action X. I can do those. Another tier 10 match for the... I get the worst luck in this damn tank. Oh, it's slowly driving me crazy, the Panther 2. I really like the Panther 1, but this tank, I want to like it, but it's not helping whenever I pop into it. I'm always in tier 10 matches. This one isn't too bad, but you have 10s, tier 9 artillery, and then tier 8s. It's like, yeah. It's making me want to camp here, and I hate people that camp there. It's just pushing out here, I'm gonna get artied to death. Just I'm damned if I go out there, I'm damned if I sit back here. The KV5, you know, it's one of the first tier 8 premium tanks. It was my first tier 8 premium I ever bought. Yeah, so it's been in the game basically since the beginning, essentially. This will be interesting. If we get pushed on, we don't have a lot of backup. Artie's aiming over here. Not to be throwing the tail in before they even push, but yeah, I'm gonna want to cut this before this battle begins. Thank you, Dana, for the tip. Appreciate it. I know I'm holding out hope for the E50. I'm sure if I played the Panther 2, you know, like 10 matches in a row, I'd like it better. It's just I've been getting the worst luck when I play it like a match here or there, and you know, it kind of taints my opinion about it. Just because I go like a couple days with having really bad matchmaking with it. Lord. Of course, where I'm set up, they're not pushing. We're not really getting any spots here. At least our other side, they're doing good. Very nice. Just as far as me getting anything done here, that's gonna be... It's going to be a little hard. But I moved back only because I saw that they were going to push up to the E line. So sitting in that spot is not very smart once that happens. Because oftentimes your team stays back, you know, in the C and D line, and you just get torn to shreds there. The spot here. There we go. I feel like a filthy chai sniper. Not that I'm doing a very good job of it. But this was the best move to keep me alive. and you're not going to do your team any good if you're dead. At least early on. Sometimes I'll kill myself if it means my teammates are going to be able to push around a corner or something, but more often than not, dying is a bad thing. There's the Panther 2. We do need help with this little guy back here. He's going to be a gigantic thorn in our side. Maybe I tracked him? Now the 140 just popped up. Scorpion G. Are you paying attention? You do not seem to be paying attention. And I just got whacked. Artillery, are you paying attention? Nope, and the 430, he got me. Awesome. Which I shouldn't have pushed back up there knowing the Panther 2, but like, I don't know why he pulled back. He got hit once. At least spot something. But now we're going to lose our SPG, and oh well. That was pretty terrible. That's my life in the Panther 2. I have never gotten the hang of this thing. Granted, it's still a new tank for me. Alright, so KV5. Well, the Panther 2 is getting a new gun for a reason. Which, hello, World of Tanks win. But, like, the Panther 2, technically its stats make it the only role. You want me to play the Louvre again? The Louvre? Wow, whatever. I can add that on. I'm not even going to try to. Here we go. I'm just going to get this. Whoops. Here we go. I'm just going to get this actually set up so I can just hit it whenever I need to say it. I'll get it in about a year.
Löwe.
There we go. I'll play that for you. Oh, I'm so depressing sometimes. I will try to get to the FCM 50T, yes. But the Panther 2, that's what I went into it thinking it's going to play like a sniper like the Panther 1. The gun's not accurate enough. The standard shell's a little slow. You know, as far as the damage for its tier compared to the Panther 1 before it, honestly, it gets more alpha, but the gun feels weak because you're all often against 9s and 10s. It just feels like a downgrade because while it's an improvement over the Panther 1, at least on paper, the worse off accuracy and as far as penetration goes, you don't gain a super high amount over this Panther 1, and you're facing a lot more things with armor. It's less effective in its role. So it just feels like a worse off tank all around the board to me. Good night, Jerry. Thanks for watching. Alright. Somebody on the forums was complaining that this needs to be removed from high tiers, which I think only tier 8 should go up on this map. 9s and 10s shouldn't see it. But they showed the heat map for it, and you know, it's all around here and back in the camping spots. I don't know why people don't use this part of the map. I use it all the time. Sometimes it doesn't work, but you know, it's very often overlooked. And honestly, it's a pretty well balanced part of the map. You can defend it, you can attack from it, you know, and I don't know why people don't use it more often. Enemy obviously does not care about it. Don't know why he's saying a good game. Hopefully he's not giving up already, because, you know, we freaking flank the hell out of these people. As long as they keep pressure on them and we put pressure from behind, we are going to do a very good job here and have a very, very nice flank. Very nice. Just wanted to make sure he was going to get him out before I make the rest of the turn here. So I need to start getting myself in front of these heavies. Which they've set up for us here. It's not going to matter. As long as our tanks on the other side... Shit. As long as our other side actually keeps pushing, we'll be fine. If they don't, though, we'll be in a little bit of trouble. Shit. Yep, never mind. I'm screwed now. I was getting a little overconfident here, but and of course I fail with my HE shot. Yeah, thanks guys. Why do I trust people? Like, I'm annoyed at that. This is the second or third time tonight where I've pushed out in a heavy tank trying to help people and they just sit there and watch you die. I hate people. Sorry guys if usually I'm not angry like this, but I set up there, like, taking shots. They're all facing me except for their one tank there, and they just hide in the back. Like, nope, I'm not pushing up. I'm just gonna watch you die. Learn something new every day. But, yeah. I shouldn't have pushed out that. I shouldn't have trusted people. I would have been better off going into their base, cleaning up, then worry about the center, but... That's what I get for trying to be a teammate. Alright. I'm gonna tap the help button now because there's only 3 of us over here. Pretty much, Uber. It's waiting for their turn to die. They still have a chance to win, like, but it's just depressing when, you know, it's very low risk for them to pull out there, and yet they all hide in the back, like. Not even in the back, but they just hide in general. I don't want to be out here by myself, but very much like this IS-7 to hit that little truck there. I can penetrate him. Awesome, I have an E5. Yep, E100. No, you guys gonna push up and help me a little bit? I'm dead. Yeah. Oh shit, the E4 or the FV had a freaking HE round. Oh my god. Granted, them pushing that hard, I didn't expect that, but yeah. Alright, so these 2 matches sucked. Yeah, we did lose mines. Obviously, I'm not on a very good roll right now. Alright, I need to... the VK was also on the list, and then I've got the... Let me pronounce it here.
Löwe.
And the FCM 50T. But, alright, I need to just... Hey, same map. Thanks, Wargaming. I need to switch up how I'm playing here. Not to I don't mean it like the literal sense, but I need to play a little bit more selfish. And by that, I mean let other people take shots and still put myself into spots to help my team, but basically don't put myself in spots where the enemy can swarm me early on. Do I know you, Rick Allen? Hello, if you're watching the stream, or I just don't recognize the name. I do my best with remembering, your guys' names. That's why I always say it's best if you message me if you send a friend request, or send one in game. It's just, it's hard for me to remember everything. Because even on top of, people watching the stream, I have people that email me, Facebook message me, and I also play a couple other games, so it all gets swirled around, scrambled in my head. No, I know, I still have the Action X in there and the FCM 50T, yes. And the Louvre. It sounds so much better if I can just hit translate for everything. Now there's no arty, so I'm a little bit more content with pushing down this road. Come on. Needed to get that shot off before this Tiger 1 pulled in front of me. We have so many people out in the field, I hope they push. Awesome. I was a little bit over angled there. Since you with this tank, just angle like 10 or 15 degrees and laugh at people that bounce off of you. I'm worried about him. He's gonna get revenge on me. And he probably hit, yep, my cupola. That's the only thing you have to worry about. Cupola shots and turret shots. Your turret front is a little bit weaker than the rest of your whole armor. We're doing well in the field, so I'm not gonna push this too much here. Awesome, that worked. It's very easy to bait most people in. You look somewhere else, give them a little sliver of hope to damage you, and you just wrap right back and shoot them. Alright, there is this Emil 1 here now. I cannot penetrate his turret, but I will look at him to get him to pull back. AMX 30 pushes up. Same with this guy, I cannot pin his turret. But there is a super Pershing over here. I will gladly shoot the ground in front of him. I think this guy knows that he can't penetrate me, so he's just weaning. Okay, very nice. Pretty nice, easy win here. This tank, just don't get shot in the sides. Like this guy, they're both just aiming for my cupola, which, right thing to do, but extremely annoying that they hit every single time. But, yep, basically you don't get hit by anything in your sides, and more or less a lot of people end up missing all these spots. I'm very surprised every single shot hit there. So, this tank's very easy to play, especially without arty. Back to the bank? What do you mean? Oh, this. I think you're referring to the Swedish tanks. Yeah, but alright, little quick match. Hello, Hef Gunner. No problem. Did you send a... maybe I... There we go. Let's say I thought I sent a friend, or you sent a friend request. Alright, so Centurion Action X. Let's get to that tank. Hello, Hayden. Nice to see you. That was probably pure coincidence that those two requests that you did Uber ended up being very bad. I'm kind of known to do that though. If I do really bad in a match and I die early on, typically the chance that's going to happen in the next one or two matches is higher because sometimes I push harder to do something. Because the more you do in the first couple minutes, the better chance you give your team for a win. And sometimes it just, adds on and it's just not working. Oh god. They have a Strev. I can't pen him from the front. It's just this is a very large medium tank. Honestly, I'm gonna try my luck with if I go over here and we can punch through quickly. That will be good. I do not have the Yag Panther 2. No, German TDs. I only have premium ones. Yeah, I've kind of hit a wall right now with expanding my tank selection, just because I have so much equipment to buy. I'm like drowning in. Awesome. Double awesome. What else is gonna hit me? An orbital laser? It's just out of all the tanks here, I'm the one that got shot, but I don't think I have 6 cents on this. I might, but I don't think I do. Awesome. What are you doing, Leopard? If you do not die, I was gonna say if you do not die, I'm gonna be mad because the amount of people we had sitting behind me was too damn high. I tried to track him and I bounced. Because we really need to kill this Yag Panther 100. There we go. Very nice. Trying to keep my hole hidden. If I can track him. Holy shit, awesome T92. That guy is probably mad. Let's say if we could track him, then I will gladly reap in the rewards. Alright, we do need some people over here. Like, maybe one? Yes, there is a turret roof. You can overmatch it. I forget what it is, though. I think 120 millimeters can overmatch it, but I could be wrong there. And no problem, Fang. You know, if I had more time, considering it's getting to the end, I would hop into it again, but, feel free to request it in another stream. I'll gladly hop back into it. The only tanks that I don't always take requests in, like I said a little earlier, was if they're under tier 4. Those I might do 1 or 2 a stream, but yeah, typically anything I own that's higher tier, I will hop into it and get a pretty good match in it for you guys, if that's possible. I had a chance there. I blew it. Oh god, I'm tracked. I don't have repair. I'm dead. Ooh, he missed. Ooh. I'm trying to spot in this thing, which is not smart. It's way too large to spot effectively, but you know, nobody else is really doing it. Our T-49 doesn't have a lot of HP. Not that I have a lot of HP anymore, but I'm hoping to give my team some shots here that... It's like this Type 61 I really want dead. Because he's kind of holding up our southern tanks. Ah, there's that little bugger. Take that. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, thank God. I was like, he's turning my way. It's just there's a very high chance I bounce off of him. Oh, there's my contributing shot on that guy. But, you know, when in doubt, even if low HP, like I might die here eventually, but it's better to try to find yourself a spot where, you know, the enemy isn't expecting you to shoot from, and, you know, sometimes shots just line up for you. And I'm going to try to keep this guy from pushing on me. So if I'm lucky... Ooh, somebody tracked him. I'll gladly double track him. Shit, 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 shit. Ooh, just in time. That worked out. It's turned into a crappy match into a pretty decent one here. But just staying, you know, staying alive as long as you can goes a long way a lot of matches. Now, this Yag Tiger might pop me here. Oop, he's concerned about the T-49. Now he's got two of us, so one of us will get the kill here. Unless I get RD'd. Awesome. I should be able to hit whatever RD's down there. Get a little bit more damage. Push me over 4,000. I don't mind questions. You know, anytime like in chat, like if there's a lot of little stuff that's not a question or a request or related to the stream, that's when, you know, sometimes it can confuse me a little bit. Not a bad match. Mastery badge, second class, Confederate. You know, 4K damage and 3,100 spotting. So a lot of that came after, you know, I lost basically all my HP. All right. Whoops, I am going completely the wrong way. All those tanks I do not have, excuse me, equipment on. Thanks, guys. Which, you know, if you guys haven't already, feel free to, you know, hit the thumbs up, like button on this video. Unfortunately, I don't have the FV4005 gunner. I only have the 183, but I'm going to be ending the stream here in about 15 minutes or so. Like I have this request and FCM 50T. I might get one more match in, but yeah. My next stream, like the stream schedule, is in the video description here. My next World of Tanks stream is Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, tomorrow I might pop on, you know, for like an hour, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, for a game called Dreadnought. Essentially, it's, I forget the size. I think it's like 8v8 or 7v7 or something. Kind of like spaceships in a way. It's a pretty fun game. Like it just went into, they just did a character wipe, so I'm grinding up. I'm at, there's only tier 5 instead of like tier 10 in World of Tanks. But it's a pretty fun game. I think, you know, outside of it being like a space setting and futuristic, it's very relatable. It's like, it's kind of what I wish World of Warships was, because, you know, you have primary and secondary weapons like World of Warships, but on top of that you have like 3 or 4 different weapons that you can crew out as far as missiles and I bounced off of him. like missiles, you have broadside cannons, torpedoes, lasers. It's pretty fun game. But there's a lot going on, and for large sizes for a lot of the classes, but you do have small little ships as well. Um, they really made the game action packed while also being very tactical. But it still is a long way to go. The UI and like the hangar interface, like the garage, oh, it's freaking terrible because it's a newer game. But I don't know why I decided to push out here, but I did. Help me! This is not how you play this tank, especially with. Somebody, no, yeah, sorry, Russian guy who requested this tank. I am doing a very bad job at playing it for you. He's gonna make. No, don't do it. Oh, that hurt. Yeah. Hello, Arctic. Nice to see you. All right, so FCM50T. Arctic, I stream nowadays 2 late streams, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. and 2 early ones. It's my current stream schedule. So a little bit later than I was a couple months ago, but you can always find my stream schedule on WoTguru.com. On the main page. You can find it on the forums, Facebook for WoTguru. It's even on Menz Gaming as well. I always update that as well. Basically anywhere you see my videos or guides, I have my current stream schedule. Okay. So that was a very, very bad match. I preach it sometimes I don't follow it though. If you have a flank like that where it was just me and one other TD, I knew we were going to lose it. I should have just ran away from it because it's not worth throwing your tank away and getting one damaging shot, and I was tracking them in hopes that I slow them down long enough to get help, but would have been better off for me to set up on the other side and worry about fighting my way back when they got into the middle or into our base or something. Oh well, I'll chalk it up to it being late. Obviously they have better scouts than we do. Just no. Even though this is classified as a heavy tank, it is not a heavy tank. It's a medium. See you, Fang. Thanks for chatting. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a good night. Like this, I might have one more match in me. I'm gonna try to get one of the doubles or maybe like the Panther 2. I haven't played the Oho. Maybe I'll play the Oho. So I'm very close to nearing completion on those grinds. I'm very scared for my team. We're still not spotting anybody over there. That is very bad. Finally, I got the Hellcat. Like, I am not sure how we're not spotting people. God, I hate the ammo rack on this thing. Granted, I shouldn't have pushed out and taken that shot, but it's always an ammo rack. Here's Leopard. Ah, shit. I guessed wrong. Yeah, at least they killed him, but... You're blocking my shot, dude. Ah, obviously, I can't play after 10:30. My little tanks over here need help. Yeah, I should have done more, but I did not react quick enough to help out. Shit, there's an easy 8. Holy crap, I just bounced off of him. About to take a lot of damage here. Yep. Oh, a lot of damage. And yeah. Unfortunately, I did a little bit too late in this, but oh well. Hello, hello from the US. Welcome, another Russian person. Hey, we won Sacred Valley. Awesome. I did terrible in it, though. So I'm going to play the Oho. This will probably be my last match. Obviously, Levi gets woke up. Thinks he's a cat. He tries to groom himself, and that's not good for dogs. Okay. Not bad for the matchmaking. The map is a little bit questionable. Yeah. Only because I'm going to go to the town. This is where this works best on this map, but yeah. Getting back to our base is iffy. if we lose, you know, the field area. Now we are down at tier 9. We're actually down... we're down 2 tier... or no, 1 tier 8 as well. Yeah. Sometimes the matchmaking is a little bit... You know, because it could be plus or minus 10%, I believe, as far as how tanks are weighted. Sometimes you get screwed in that regard, but... The ST1 is going to be our problem here, because outside of, like, myself and possibly the other Oho, he's kind of driving through the center there, derping him. Really, we just have an IS-3 that can damage him, and an ISU-152. It's just... We have nobody going out to the 1-4 line. This is going to be... This is going to be bad. It's like, you're freaking out, dude. It's too late. Like, just turn around and move before you get spotted and killed, because you're literally one of the first tanks they're going to see. But he's probably going to sit there and, you know, complain more, and maybe I can get this guy. Nope. You know, we might piss that guy off enough, though. He might start shooting at us and then complaining that, you know, it's all our fault. Actually, no. Our team is literally setting up probably the worst possible way that we can. I can't damage through a frickin' brick wall too with HE. His Oho, I might be able to shoot over it, but I don't actually want to push into here. Here we go. I'm gonna pop back here now. I feel bad for the IS-6, but I wasn't gonna push down with him, only because it's putting too many eggs in a losing basket. It's better to keep your distance when you're outnumbered. But yeah, this is going to be very difficult for us to actually win. Don't point your gun up, dude. Granted, I missed that regardless, but he's pointing his gun up like frickin' like he wants me to frickin' shoot his gun. Like, come on now. You're helping the enemy. I guess got whacked by Artie. Well, this was a bummer. The end of the stream here. So this match isn't gonna turn out to be anything great, but I like to end the stream on high notes, and this is not gonna be one of them, and I'm dead. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I can't go any later tonight, but you know, thanks again for watching. Sorry that the end of this kind of sucked, but hopefully the start of the next stream will be better. Oh, it's just when it stinks in World of Tanks, sometimes it just piles on. But you know, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully next time. You know, I might be streaming tomorrow. Otherwise, you know, I'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, and then of course later on in the week, Friday and Sunday again. So hopefully you have a good week. Maybe I'll see some of you guys, you know, in a couple streams coming up. Thank you, Rich. Have a good night as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully next time. Have a good one. And hopefully matchmaking is a little bit better for you than it was the past hour for me. But yeah, see you guys.